besties, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been a little bit MIA on this channel for a little bit now, but I've been putting so much of my effort over on my TikTok, so if you guys don't follow me over on there, make sure you do because I post multiple times a day, every single day. I never miss a day. In today's video, we're going to go to a market. So I'm going to show you a little bit of my inventory, and a spoiler alert, I did forget a lot of inventory for this video and to bring to my market. So stay tuned and enjoy the video so you guys can see, and I hope you guys like today's video. Okay besties, so we're gonna go through our older inventory. Old to me, new to you, maybe. So first off, we're gonna start with our bouquets. I have this one that's just a bunch of different colors, and this one is actually a spooky bouquet. I'm literally obsessed with my little bouquets, and I wish I had more for this market, but I don't have any more time. Tomorrow is the market. Okay, so we have two pink little ducks, and I've had these for probably like 4 or 5 markets, so I honestly I'm selling them for $5, and I know some people might frown upon that, but I'm just trying to get them off of my hands, and they're still cute, but I just don't want to see them anymore. We have 3 of the yellow ducks also being sold for $5 because I'm kind of sick of seeing them at this point. They're really cute, but yeah. We have this little bunny in a pumpkin. She is super cute. A deviled egg. This one's super cute. I like this one. A little Pop-Tart. Confetti Pop-Tart. A little rooster or chicken. I think it's a rooster. The adult-sized Bill's beanie. Or red, white, and blue, whatever you want to say. This is a little garden fairy. Her little skirt that's giving like a grass skirt, but she also gets called Tinkerbell all the time, so it's really whatever the customer wants it to be. I have a little panda, a gigantic bee. She's cute. Some of these, like, even though I've had them for so long, I just don't want to see them go, but like I do at the same time, if that makes sense. I have 2 pumpkin coaster sets, and each coaster set comes with 4 coasters, so I think that's kind of fair. I have 3 octos, or 3 jellyfish. That's what I meant. These are another thing that I've had for a really long time. I've probably had them since my second market. I had 5 originally and I sold 2 of them, but I've marked these prices down because I just want to get rid of them. This is another thing that I've had for the longest time, and I still can't believe it because she gets so many compliments. I call her the little flower girl. Don't know how I still have her. I have a little Yip Yip. Another thing that was very popular, and I did sell 2 of them before, but this one kind of just stuck around. I have a giant crab, a little ghosty, a cutesy girly ghosty, a s'mores dino. Fun fact, it was actually my first purchased item off of my Etsy shop, my one and only sale I ever made on my Etsy. A little dragon, definitely another thing that I've had for way too long at this point. A snail that is like pumpkin themed. I think this is literally so adorable, and I don't know how it hasn't sold because he gets so many compliments, and I think it's literally adorable. 2 little fish, they're little tanks, and I think these are really, really cute. And it's just a cute little, what do they call them? Like a no-care pet or something. 3 pumpkins that are like this size, and they actually have cinnamon sticks on top. which they still smell like cinnamon. I have 2 that are this color. One has a cinnamon stick and the other one does not. 2 more little pumpkins, and I sell all of my little pumpkins like this for $5. And they usually sell really well, so. But I had a whole bunch of them last year, so I was like, I don't want to overwhelm my table. I'm just going to try to get rid of the ones that I have from last year. This little candy corn man, and I think he's really cute and funny, and he's a great decor piece or a little like Halloween stuffy for like a baby. Now, I did not know that I still had him, but I have a Michael Myers from last year, and he has a little knife in his hand. I have the little jellyfish from Nemo. Yeah, I think she's a jellyfish. Another little fish. A little octo. A pink ghosty. Two of these little squishy ducks. And I know they sound like they look pretty basic, but kids literally love these. I don't know why, I think just because they're squishy. I have a little seahorse. I think he's super, super cute. He's one of those makes that are just super unique and you don't see all the time, in my personal opinion. We have Hello Kitty. And I'm super sad that I didn't get to make all her friends. I've made them before, but I don't have them all made. I only have her. Which she is the main character, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We have a spooky octo, which is like a Frankenstein themed octo. People bought a bunch of the Halloween ones last year. I had a bunch of candy corn ones, and I had a couple octos with like brains, like they were zombie octos. This is a little like bear. 5 of these little mushy like mushrooms. There are different faces on all of them. A little pig bag charm. A little baby Kirby. I found another pumpkin. This one's kind of like a longer pumpkin. My jar of emotional support pickles, and people literally love this. I thrifted this jar, and I think it was only like probably no more than $10 because I bought it like 2 years ago, but I think it was like, I don't know, $8, but I literally thrifted this. You don't have to go fancy, you don't have to go to Target, and no, you can literally go to the thrift store and I guarantee you'll find something very similar. So I have a bunch of bees because I have this thing that I also thrifted, but I spray painted it, and it looks like a beehive to me. I mean, you can really just upcycle things and use it for your display, and then maybe buy things along the way, but you guys do not have to spend a bunch of money to do a market. Don't let anybody fool you. So here's some of my bees. They usually sell really well. So I have 10 of these style bees, and I put them all in the hive, and they look so cute. And then I have 4 of like the little baby bees. They're really, really tiny. Now, I do have an entire bag of keychains, and 44 to be exact. So instead of going through them all, I basically have a bunch of Pop-Tart ones, pumpkins, octo. It's kind of just whatever comes to mind, and it turns into a keychain. Or a Pokemon ball. I have a few Kirby's. This turtle. I always have a bunch of strawberries because those always sell really well because they're really cute to put on like your bag or anything like that. These are relatively new. I have little goldfish because I just thought that was like kind of different and cute. This is a new one, a little cookie. And probably one of my favorite keychains is the little bouquet of flowers. How adorable is that? Like, and again, you don't have to put these on like a key ring, you can put them on a purse, and I just think it's so cute. So now I'm gonna show you guys all of the new makes that I've made in probably the last like 2, maybe 3 weeks. Here's a little green, another little squishy guy. Little kids literally love anything that they can just squish. Don't ask me, I don't know. This is a bigger keychain, but I think it'll sell and I think it's really cute. Again, this is one of those things that I just think it looks better with no face. I don't know why. I have Jack Skellington. Of course, if we're gonna have Jack on the table, we have to have Sally, because last year I had 2 Jacks and they both sold and people were pretty upset that there was no Sally to go with them. So this year I do have a Sally. I have a bigger version of Kirby. I have a little spooky bear, or a little, yeah, it's really just a spooky little bear. He's got brains coming out, he's missing an eye. It's kind of just an ugly little bear. 2 little bears that are dressed as ghosts, and this guy is definitely ready to go trick-or-treating as soon as possible, as you can tell, with the little bag in his hand. These guys are super cute. Here's my little pumpkin bear. I just thought this one was a little bit different. Ignore the little strings that are hanging off a couple of them because I have price tags on them. I'm calling her the little Halloween kitty because she has a Halloween themed outfit on, but she is just a little kitty girl. The little bows in her hair are such a perfect little detail and I think she's so cute. Here's a little pumpkin head guy. I really wish I would have had more time to make more of these because I think he's gonna be like super cute to somebody. It's a little car hanger. It could be a ghost or it could be flowers. I'm leaning more towards it's like a little flower. And it's just like a black and white theme. I have 2 little baby Samsons. These are always like one of my favorite things to make for Halloween because they're so cute and they always sell like really well. People love him. This year, unlike last year, I finally have a Terrifier. I have Art the Clown. Apparently he has a very big fan base. If you have not seen the movie, I really don't recommend it. Any of them. It's really scary and I like scary movies. It's just more gross. So a pink Samson, Wednesday Addams, and this is a car hanger, a little ghost and pumpkin, little opossum. These also sell like really well every single time. And it's so ugly, but it's so cute. I don't know why. And if you've already seen, we now have 2 Michael Myers, but this guy doesn't have a knife in his hand. I don't know, I like this guy's hair a lot better than the other guy, but who knows. For some of my favorite, the last couple, we have the It Clown. This one is so creepy, but I think it's so good, and I wish I would have had more time to make more of him specifically. And then I have 2 bookmarks. I have, this one is a tea bag bookmark, and this one is a witch's hat bookmark. And I put them in cute little bags so they don't get mixed up with the car hangers. Obviously, once you buy it, you can literally do whatever you want with it. I have this cute little shoulder bag. And this is actually my own pattern, so I'm going to be releasing this pattern over on my Instagram as soon as I get done like writing it and typing it up. And I did save my favorite for last, which is a giant Chucky. He came out so much bigger than I even like thought he would. This is like the average size of like a medium-sized plushie, and then this is how big Chucky is, just for reference. He's gigantic. Literally huge. So he is priced a little bit higher, well, a lot higher than these other medium ones, but he took a lot more time and he took way more yarn. So I think that's kind of fair. So another thing that I've decided to do for this market is to do cute little like spooky bags or mystery bags. We have the little bat, the little ghost, and they get a business card, thank you card, thank you for supporting my small business, and they get a little thing of candy. So far I really only have ghosts, and I have a bunch of the bats that are pre-made, so I'll probably be working on those at the show because I should be getting to that soon. And of course I wait till last minute to try to finish all of this stuff, but working full time and trying to juggle making all these things is kind of tough. So it reminds me of Pink Spider-Man. Do not ask me why, because I have no idea. Okay, you guys, I am coming back with a little bit of feedback from the market, and it really wasn't the most successful market I've ever had, so it is a little bit disappointing, but this is what comes with markets. I mean, they're so unpredictable, you don't know the outcome, so sometimes it's the fun part and sometimes it can be a little bit discouraging, but I don't think I made out in the worst way, but I definitely could have done better. But I have more markets coming soon, so I don't want to be discouraged and I don't want to like look down on what had happened. Okay, so I showed you guys everything I had, and the crazy part about it is I forgot an entire bin of inventory. Don't ask me how I did that, but I did. So I had 3 bins of inventory and I only counted and have accounted for 2 bins, and I didn't even bring the 3rd one, didn't even count it as inventory. I don't know how I did that. This is the first time I've ever done that, but lesson learned, I guess. So we're just gonna base this off of the things that I showed you guys and that were actually brought to the market. So going to the market, we had $1,548 in inventory. We sold a total of 15 items. I've had better markets, to say the least, but I'm gonna tell you guys what I did sell. Moore's Dino, a flower girl is what I call her, 2 little octos, a small bee, a duck, a deviled egg, and I've had this one for quite a while, so that was kind of fun. And this was one person, a fish, a mini Kirby, and a fish in a tank. Those are my no fuss pets. Those are really fun and people always think those are so cute. 2 keychains, And I was also running a sale on my keychains because I've never noticed how many that I had, and I made so many more for this market without realizing that I just had way too many. So I was kind of just trying to get rid of them. I was sick of seeing so many of them. I sold 2 of my mystery bags, which is also kind of disappointing because I spent so much time prepping for those and I was so excited for them. And mystery bags are so popular right now that I really thought they were going to do so much better. And another fish in the tank. And we made a total of $124. So it wasn't the worst turnout. I mean, we went home with a little extra money, but I mean, I still think that I can do better, and I'm hoping to do better at my upcoming market, which I will also be vlogging and trying to, well, maybe not vlogging there because that kind of makes me a little bit nervous. I want to be very open when I make these kind of market videos because I know it definitely encourages me when I see other creators be open and honest about their outcome, because sometimes you go to a market and you make $100. Sometimes you have another market and you make $400 or $500. You just never know. So my best advice would be to always prepare for the very best outcome, but don't expect it, because going into a market expecting to sell out or something, you are going to leave disappointed. But if you go there in hopes of selling a couple items, you might leave happier than you went there. So overall, I enjoyed this market because I've gone to it a couple times in the past couple of years, and it really is just fun because I always see the same vendors at this event. And yeah, I'll probably still do it next year because, like I said, I like seeing the same people and it's really fun to see where they've taken their business and things like that. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see more market videos, and I definitely will have a lot more videos coming soon, so stay tuned for those, and let me know which one of these items were your favorite. If you made it to the end of this video, I want you to drop a purple heart because I want to see if people are actually watching my entire video. I appreciate every single one of you that have recently subscribed. I think we're at 260 subscribers. I'm completely blown away by that, and I just want to say thank you guys for supporting me and my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, besties!